Bridges going at Mamukelashvili. No. Towns crashing the glass. Couldn't put it in. Up ahead. Hepburn. Mamukelashvili now. Penetrating. Oh, swatted by Anunoby.
But hands by OG to time that one.
Bridges in the corner. The Raptors shot 57% in that first quarter. The Knicks shot 65%. Shot clock winding down. Anunoby in the lane. Pull up. Jay drops.
Tough turnaround jumper. Just a strong move for OG as the buzzer sounds.
2-point ball game. Barnes from deep. No good. And here comes the Knicks the other way. 13th three-point attempt already for the Raptors as Hart gets the lane to tie this one up. And that is a quick timeout. Surrounded, forced to give it up. Walter won't take the three. Shot clock to 3. Finds a cutting Grady Dick. Blocked by OG Anunoby. Anunoby right in the chest of Chucky Hepburn.
Grady shaken up a little bit as he landed awkwardly, but man, did that was in their defensive prowess, how teams attack those guys. But these guys on the wings, they are vultures.
Third game back for Anunoby after he missed 9 with a hamstring injury. Time now for a live update presented by FanDuel. We see the point spread and over/under odds. And Anunoby good at the free throw line. And the Knicks back on top. Knicks have reached the knockout round all 3 years of Emirates NBA Cup action, but they have not advanced to Vegas. Hepburn in the deep corner, surrounded now, gave it up to Barnes. Barnes spinning out of trouble and threw it down.
Hepburn had to put a little bit of sizzle on that pass. Almost got stolen, and then Scotty opened on the baseline for the finish.
Kolek almost lost the handle. Good defensive pressure here by the Raptors. Again, 8th in defensive rating. Towns working on Walter. Splits the double and got the lay. Second field goal for Karl-Anthony Towns. Hepburn forced to kick it out. Stolen by Kolek. Up ahead. Hart broken up. No, he's fouled by Scotty Barnes, Jakob Poeltl, Jacoby Walter, and Grady Dick out there. Kolek to the rim.
A good play by Mike Brown to draw it up so that Kolek could get to his left hand, and Hepburn not able to catch up with that burst of speed from Tyler.
Poeltl. Hand off to Barnes. Barnes just 4 points in the early going. Grady Dick off the heel. Knicks by 4. Anunoby finds a cutting Hart, broken up, stolen. Barnes the other way. Gonna challenge Towns. Swatted out of bounds by Towns. Look out, third row.
Man, that's great timing by Karl-Anthony Towns. I thought.
8:12 to go. A.J. Lawson in for Toronto. Pass out to Barnes. Lawson in the corner, no hesitation, can't get it to go. Good clear out there by Towns for the board. Knicks' largest lead so far tonight has been 5. Largest lead for the Raptors was 6. Clarkson with the left. Knicks have outscored the Raptors 12-2 so far here in the second.
Well, the bad news for the Raptors is Jalen Brunson's not on the court. So this is an area where they should try to stretch.
Another rejection. Knicks running behind the back. Clarkson penetrating, split the defense. Wild shot won't go, but he earns a trip to the line. If that's on Barnes, that's his 3rd. Back out there on the floor for the Raptors. Jalen Brunson on the floor for the Knicks. Ingram into Poeltl. And Poeltl diving on the floor for it. Toss out to Ingram. Ingram on the drive, hanging, can't hit. Good verticality from Towns. Outside look, Barnes. He'll penetrate. Downhill with the two-hand flush.
Great hustle by Jakob Poeltl. Again, we talked about them rebounding both ways. He collects the ball, saves the possession, and then Scotty taking care of business.
Brunson with a 20-point first quarter. In the last 30 years, just 3 Knicks players have scored 20 in an opening quarter, and Brunson picking up where he left off. That company includes Carmelo Anthony and Julius Randle. Brunson's done it now 4 times. This is a mid-range J from Barnes, won't go. 49-43, New York on top. Brunson over to Towns. Approaching the midway mark of the second quarter. Towns fouled.
The foul, unfortunately, and Cat will get to the free throw line.
Towns' overall efficiency is down this season, but he has picked it up in the last few ball games. Missing on that first free throw. He's shooting 57% from the floor. 50% from downtown in his last 3 games.
What's been strange this year, Grady, for Cat is the road home split on the 3-point shooting. He's close to 42% at home, but just shooting 25% from 3 on the road. So not quite dialed in when they're away from MSG.
Kind of a microcosm of their play overall on the road so far this season. 3 games below 500 when they're away from Madison Square Garden. Barnes sees a double momentarily, now backing down hard. In the lane, blocked from behind by Bridges. Hard forced to slow things down. Towns penetrating. Oh, the flush! Bodega Cat! 9-point advantage for New York. Poeltl, no good. Rebound secured by Brunson. They can go up by double figures here. Brunson, floater, money. Timeout, Toronto.
Examples being Thanksgiving spent together, not just by the team, but their extended families, the coaches' families, everyone spending time together. The little details of going to the Blue Jays World Series for inspiration, of course, creating those whispers around the franchise and something they're trying to replicate what happened in 2019. Even the 7 days they spent in Madrid, I wish I was there myself in terms of enjoying the sunshine. But that big games and that togetherness is all identified by a perfect opportunity. And nothing's better, nothing signifies a family trip than a trip to Vegas. They know they've got some work to do, but they're trying to build for this franchise in the right direction.
Yeah, and I think the whole part about the rebuild, Grady, is the fact that they're still learning each other. A curious signing with Jakob Poeltl in the middle, committing to him for the next 4 years at the center position. But for the rest of this roster, they're looking at them, they're evaluating what they bring to the table, and so far ahead of schedule at 15-10 so far this year.
No good from the outside for OG Anunoby. The Raptors in this quarter just 2 for 14 shooting. Shed. Now surveying the floor around a Barnes screen. Shed, the runner, won't go. That ball ricochets out of bounds, and it's going to be Knicks ball. We'll make it 6.
Okay, 6.
Just those 2 field goals and the free throws.
I feel better.
Here's Brunson outside. Clarkson in the corner. Left it short. Mitchell Robinson is an offensive rebound machine. More second chance points for the Knicks. Ingram leaves it for Poeltl. Poeltl off window for 2.
Well, good response. They can't let the Knicks keep piling these points up. And I think we're going to start looking at Darko doing the foul. We're at 18% on the season.
So Hacker Robinson is being implemented right now by Toronto.
I like the alliteration, Grady. Obviously, they have 1:44 still to do this to the 2-minute mark in the quarter, and there's 2 missed free throws.
So it works there. Here's Ingram the other way from downtown. No good. And a rebound secured by the Knicks. We'll see if they foul again. And there's Jamal Shed with another foul. his second. And so Mitchell Robinson will go back to the charity stripe. Again, now 3 for 19 on the season. And look at Shed making sure.
With referees is when they're having to intentionally foul somebody. They're running down the court. Please watch me. I'm going to foul. Let's cooperate on this together. Shed making sure to get that foul call.
There's a made free throw. Again, the ultimate theory here is that he's going to get in a rhythm. You get him enough free throw attempts, he's going to, got enough practice shots. Stay tuned for the half presented by AT&T. In studio, Taylor Rooks, Steve Nash, Blake Griffin, Udonis Haslem, John Wall making his studio debut. That's all coming up at the half. Breaking this one down. And 1 of 2 at the line for Robinson. And a foul is called on Jordan Clarkson. And you asked him the question about who has surprised him since he's taken over as coach, and he went right to Mitchell Robinson and what he does on the offensive glass.
Talked about his offensive glass, talked about his arms and his length, just saying, man, I watch these things unfold every night. He's been pretty awesome on that end.
Shot clock winding down on Ingram. Too long on the shot attempt. They are continuing to struggle. Their field goal percentage looks like Mitchell Robinson's free throw percentage here in the second.
Wow.
Towns swatted by Abaji. He got it back. It rims out. Towns stand with it, put it up and in.
Toronto scrapping, but Karl-Anthony Towns in the right spot to finish that one off. It feels like the Raptors' tempo on offense is completely missing, devoid of what we saw in the first quarter.
Abaji, no. They're also 0 for 7 from downtown here in this second quarter after knocking down 4 triples in the first. Raptors want to double on Brunson to get it out of his hands. Clarkson working on Shed. Tough shot. Got it to go. Jordan Clarkson. 6 points off the bench.
As good as you could play it from Shed there, just bodied up and square. Just a tough finish from Clarkson.
Anunoby breaking it up. Anunoby had the tongue out there on the flush. All New York 63-47 under 2 minutes to go here in this second quarter. They have completely taken the air out of the building. Another turnover. Clarkson taking his time. Looking to get shifty. Caught in the air. Skip pass to Brunson. Extra pass. Anunoby. The pump. Fire. Can't hit. Bridges there. Sneaks in there for the lay.
Watching their team, trying to urge them on, and just nothing happening for the Raptors on the offensive end.
Only 8 points in the period for Toronto. Shed make it 11 now in the quarter for the Raptors. They've been outscored 30-11 in the period. First connect from downtown since the opening frame. Brunson, crossover, rises and hits. 26 for Jalen Brunson. He's averaging 28 on the season. Pirtle. Hand off to Barnes, back to Pirtle. Pirtle put it through. Shot clock off for New York.
And Darko's going to have to go back to the drawing board, try to find some energy from this Raptor team and regain some confidence here as New York is taking it all away here in the second.
Got discouraged quick. Anunoby for 3. No. Got his own. Anunoby inside. Fouled with 4:10.
That. He's so happy to say that.
That's my guy. Rebound Pirtle as the third quarter underway. And for Toronto, they've got a lot of work to do, Bones. How do they chip away while shorthanded in this ballgame?
Well, aggressive and driving. Scotty Barnes has got to continue to try to find his offense. Pirtle with a little jump hook. That doesn't go. I mean, those shots that they're getting open, they have to go because of how hard they have to work to get them.
Second possession of the third for the Knicks. This is Brunson on the move. Surrounded. Extra pass. That leaves Hart open for 3. Beautiful ball movement, beautiful execution by the Knicks. Goes back to the gravity we were talking about in that first half.
Yeah, great job of ball movement around. Mike Brown enjoying what the Knicks are doing offensively here tonight against a very good defensive team in the Raptors.
Shed can't get the three ball to go. That ball pinballs over to Barnes, who scores from in the lane.
Uphill climb here for them offensively, though. Again, without Quickly, without R.J. Barrett, who's injured, Quickly with the illness. Just not a lot of offense and not a lot of weapons on the bench.
Same spot, Josh Hart. 9th straight start for Josh Hart. He has not missed in this ball game. 6 for 6 and has knocked down all of his three-point attempts. Pirtle. And threw it between Agbaji and Barnes out of bounds.
And the Knicks can continue what they're doing with Ingram and Barnes. Every time those guys have the ball, they are willing to keep a secondary defender, if not on him, in the area, because they don't think the other guys are capable of hurting them in this game.
Hart, oh, he'll drive this time and go down hard. Bucket and the foul for Josh.
And then the big fall from Josh Hart.
He has the last 8 for New York.
Did you find it interesting, Grady, when Coach Brown was talking about the first 3 losses for the Knicks on the road, that he took a lot of accountability and blame? Josh Hart didn't play in those games. Wasn't a factor
in those ball games,
right,
yeah.
in those games. And he said, look, I was trying to figure some things out. So the road record is what it is, but you give him some grace on trying to understand what this team was capable of doing.
Ingram knocking down the 3. Going back to Josh Hart, Mike Brown saying that that was one of his issues and challenges early in the season, was figuring out how to use Josh Hart, and kind of compared him to Andre Iguodala. Someone who he said, you know, wasn't elite at any one thing, but does everything great for your team.
Yeah, and how he complements the rest of the roster. I mean, Josh Hart is not a guard. He kind of almost plays like a power forward at his position. A great rebounder.
Back-to-back threes for Ingram.
That's a help for Toronto. But Josh is such an interesting fit for this team. But these guys have played so many minutes together. They know where the value can be, and Josh knows where to fit in.
They figured it out. Hart averaging 16, 10, and 6 as a starter. Pass inside. Towns can't hit. Good contest. Shed pushing the tempo. Agbaji, an offensive foul. That was Colin Murray-Boyles trying to clear space. It's an illegal pick in football as well. He already has that shoulder taped up. Here's Brunson. Got a tray.
Now, the other curious thing is with Jalen going, and it might be too late with how hot he is well, why not get Barnes on him? Why not get the length on him? Try to slow down and cut off the head of the snake.
Off the Knicks turnover. Shed from downtown. Brunson. Brunson will take his time. Now Bridges lines up the 3. Won't go. Ingram the rebound. Raptors knocked down 4 threes in the first, just 1 in the second. They've knocked down 3 already here in the third. Barnes can't make it a 4th. Nice hustle there by Murray-Boyles. Ingram over to Shed, flicks the wrist, left it short.
Couple of good looks though, Grady, trying to get themselves back in the game.
And the Raptors on a 3-game losing skid, shorthanded. Emmanuel Quickly sick tonight. R.J. Barrett missing another game due to that knee injury. Anunoby, outside look for Brunson in the corner, won't fall. Agbaji pushing it, 2-on-2. Agbaji floats it up and off, and the rebound secured by Hart.
And Raptors might be playing 5-on-4. Shed hurt himself on that last play, so keep an eye on him.
Hart can't get that to go, and Ingram the rebound. And Anunoby and Agbaji go down. First miss from Josh Hart in this ball game. Here's Murray Boyles out of the timeout. Couple of head fakes and is fouled by Bridges. I was going to say Sunday, the Knicks, great doubleheader tomorrow. More teams looking to move their way on to Vegas. For more on these games, please go to NBA.com or visit the NBA app. And this has been a story of missed opportunities so far since the first. 81-63. Toronto trying to figure out a way to claw back into this one. Brunson and Barnes. Brunson spinning, step back, can't get it to go. Barnes the rebound.
It was one of the times the matchup happened. Jalen didn't have much problem creating a shot opportunity, but
he got a good hook right.
Getting Barnes on him might be a good idea.
BI for 2. He has 27. It's really been the lone offense for Toronto. Shed has 13 points. He's the next leading scorer. Scotty Barnes has 8. Bridges, quick release. Won't go. Rebound Towns out to Josh Hart. And he'll set up Towns. Racking down Barnes. Splits the double and he's fouled.
I thought Scotty had good of what Scotty can do. Maybe he can block that shot or bother Towns, but to give up the foul, to give up the free throws, unfortunate there.
Towns good on the first free. And he was a question mark for this ball game. Didn't play on Sunday due to left calf tightness.
But do you feel like, Grady, anytime teams are hearing that from players, specifically in that area, I think it's, whoa, let's be cautious here. Let's make sure that the rest comes first. And so Karl-Anthony Towns not available in that game Sunday for that reason.
Ingram working on Bridges. Rises, can't hit. Ball ricochets to the outside. Jacoby Walter with the handle. Barnes looking to make a play. Sets up Walter. Walter step back tray. Air ball. Again, this is how it's been since the opening quarter. There was so much juice in the building at the start. Still a lot of time left in the ball game.
Teams, but just 2 field goals off the bench. Those were those Walter threes in the second quarter. And with the offensive guys they have out, they've just not found an answer for guys checking in.
Towns can't hit from mid-range. Barnes the rebound. Ingram over to Barnes now. Barnes, little bully ball inside, got the finger roll. He's now in double figures with 10. Just 5 of 13 shooting so far. That's
kind of the maturation of Scotty Barnes, just knowing he had the physical advantage, being patient there, getting a good shot. Now the steal.
Interception. BI over to Walter. Walter with the flush. Again, a lot of time left in this ball game. The deficit
that he's attended
and never missed a play.
Remarkable.
And a foul. Yeah, the Knicks' largest lead so far tonight has been 24 as Brunson misses the first free throw.
We're still in the early part of this season, and one of the talking points for the New York Knicks, and in particular Mike Brown, is how many guys he's going to play, how many lineups and rosters, or is he going to put on the floor to try to find what works, what combinations. You know, here's an opportunity. He's got Mitchell and Yabusele out there with Clarkson, and for Mike Brown to keep experimenting, to keep trying these different lineups is invaluable for him as the year goes on.
Clarkson was a plus 12 in his first half minutes. Shed over to Mamukelashvili. Good defense there by Robinson. No, a little bit too handsy. And picks up.
And a little window for the Raptors to try to draw closer as the third quarter ends.
Ingram picks up the dribble, finds Murray Boyles inside. Good contest by Robinson. Taps it over to Brunson. Brunson spinning out of trouble. The floater won't go. Robinson staying with it. And they're waving it off.
Founder on pace for a historical year in terms of offensive rebound percentage, but
Rebounds in this one. He is just 1 for 5 at the free throw line, making 1 for 6. Another offensive rebound, his 4th. Brunson, bottoms.
man, we saw that in the first quarter where Knicks collected and got 3. They do it here in the 3rd.
And extend the lead to 18. Shad looking for the blow by. No, but the follow slam. CMB. And Mike Brown will call timeout as the Knicks having a little issue. Get 87-71. Brunson, 33. Anunoby downhill, can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. Bodies on the floor. It's a loose.
Get on a run here.
Shad marking out instructions, gives it up to Ingram. Ingram has 27 tonight. Shad over to Walter in the corner, in and out. So many of those kind of shots for Toronto in this one. Clarkson on the drive, stops, hit from behind, shot won't fall, but Clarkson will shoot from Jordan Clarkson, shooting just 28% from the floor and 20% from 3 this month, but he's found his groove in this game. Some
big moments coming up for this New York team, where off the bench he's going to have to provide a spark.
And just past Manu Ginobili in career bench points.
I love
Not
that.
bad company.
No, but I love that because I get to text Manu now. I'll let him know.
Here's Shad, dump off. Murray Boyle's easy too.
Big 2 minutes here, Grady, for the Raptors. 16, not insurmountable, but they gotta shut it off here.
Both of these teams undefeated on the season when leading after 3 quarters. Just 1 win between these two teams when trailing after 3. Toronto just 1 win when trailing after 3 quarters this season. This is Mamu from downtown. That won't go. Yabusele the board. And that's an illegal screen by Mitchell Robinson. A little hip check on Jamal Shad.
For a big 4th quarter that has a lot on the line, Grady, get to Vegas.
Shad got it. And we said it before, Darko loves the competitive energy from Jamal Shad. He has 16 points. Getting the start tonight for Emmanuel quickly. Clarkson. In the lane, the turnaround drops.
A couple times we've seen that. Jordan, knowing he has the height advantage, has worked himself to about that 8-foot mark and knocked down a couple.
Pass out to Murray Boyles. Now it's Shad. Shad. Now Walter on the drive. The runner is good. About a 6-second difference, shot and game clock.
See how hard Toronto works to try to deny Jalen Brunson the ball on this last possession. And Mitchell getting fouled here. Long rebounds.
Better get the rebound.
Do not give up the offensive board here.
You mentioned it twice.
The offensive rebound, the defensive rebound block out here. Where they go.
And he makes the free throw to make it 94-78. Shot clock is off. Shad taking his time. 6 on the clock. Shad, nice hezzy down the lane. Couldn't find the angle, but he's fouled. Here's Barnes for 3. That won't drop. And rebound Anunoby. Big difference in this game. The second quarter, the Raptors shot 60% from the floor in the first period. Just 24% in the second quarter, which allowed the Knicks to get separation. Bridges. And Grady Dick with the foul.
Fouls, and then get them at the free throw line like this.
Clarkson. Pump fake. Double block. And Grady Dick lost the ball. Knicks the other way. Clarkson, the push shot, no. Back tap by Pirtle, he secures it. Raptors running. Pirtle, threw it away. And an offensive foul to Las Vegas to face the Orlando Magic on Saturday. The loser will get a little over 50 grand. It's just not too shabby, but it's a lot at stake here. Towns muscling inside, missing, wrestles it away, and it is fouled on the interior.
Where these misses are coming off, we saw in the first half he got multiple possessions back, 3 attempts at it in the first half, and this one here just quicker to the ball than Pirtle.
He's second in the NBA in rebounding, Karl Anthony Towns. That was his 4th offensive rebound of the night, 14 rebounds overall. And he's up to 13.8 this season. And again, his efficiency you would expect to only improve as the season goes along.
Yeah, no doubt. Those numbers we talked about with the 3-point shooting on the road, those will come back for Karl Anthony Towns. And when he works himself back into the rhythm, there could be some very big nights for him offensively.
It's the Knicks 96, Toronto 79. Barnes in attack mode. No good on the shot. Murray Boyle's the offensive board. Grady Dick the pump. Lost the handle. Ball on the floor. Grady got it back. Dump off to Pirtle. Stolen by Kolick. Knicks running. Up ahead, Josh Hart. Bridges for 3. Bottoms.
Tough sequence there for Grady Dick. He's had a tough game here, just holding on to the basketball. A bad turnover. And the Knicks getting out and getting early opportunities, and another bobbled ball.
Barnes now. Walter from downtown. He connects. Walter with 13 off the bench. He's been somewhat the lone offense outside a couple of Colin Murray Boyle's hoops. Walter the lone offense off the pine for Toronto. And we were curious how long Brandon Ingram will be on the bench to start this 4th quarter. He's already at the scorer's table. Not long. Here's Anunoby in the corner, rimming out. Barnes tried to split the defense, lost it out of gather, so it's a side out for the Raptors. Trailing 99-82, 9:15 to go in regulation. Ingram, crossover. Good defense there by Bridges. Shed back out there on the floor for the Raptors out of the timeout. Using an Ingram screen. 1 second, fires, left it short, and Towns couldn't control it out of bounds.
Aggressive on Hart.
Ingram, turnaround Jay, pure.
Great position on the out of bounds, just lobbing it into Ingram. Makes the tough mid-ranger.
Brunson, seeing a crowd, gives it up to Bridges. Brunson penetrating, floats it up and through. 35 for Jalen Brunson. Up ahead, Murray Boyles makes the catch and nearly lost it. Barnes over to Ingram. Pump, takes the bump. Inside, Colin Murray Boyles out of bounds.
Back to the hand. Everything's just been a little off for Toronto offensively in this game.
Mamukalishvili over to Shed, lines up a tray. Side iron, no, out of bounds. Mike Brown's been
within this game, even with the intensity, he's still in control of every variable. Even speaking to him before the game, he said this is the most settled the New York Knicks have felt all season. Think about all the different factors they've had to deal with in terms of in the offseason. Both him as well as an individual, both personally and professionally, moving and settling into a new foundation. So maybe this run from the Knicks isn't just a run overall. Maybe it's a sign of the things to come. And you know how good they are in the 4th.
No doubt about it. All of a sudden, Josh Hart's become a 3-point assassin. Mamukalishvili got the roll. Down by 18. And the Knicks inching closer to a ticket to Vegas. Shed with the thievery. Barnes, good hustle back defensively by Brunson to knock it out of bounds.
Toronto back in business offensively here.
Ingram. Raptors have to go to work. Shed on the baseline, goes reverse, challenging Mitchell Robinson, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Shed really giving his all here. Their pressure.
And Shed missing on the first free throw attempt. His next point will set a new career high. He's currently tied his current career high. Prime brings you one final gift on Christmas night. The Broncos ride into Arrowhead to take on the Chiefs in an AFC West showdown. Thursday night football on Christmas night. Coverage begins 7:30 Eastern, only on Prime. And a foul by Colin Murray-Boyles.
He'll shake it off.
35 points, 4 assists. He's only missed 5 shots tonight. Jalen Brunson has been outstanding. His season high is 37. Anunoby. And a little jab step, drag the pivot. It's a travel.
Get the crowd back into the game.
Trying to avoid a 3-game losing skid is Mitchell Robinson there with the pokles. We saw Hacker Robinson in this ball game. He doesn't have a single shot attempt. B.I. Turnaround, Jay. Good.
Ingram, great job just recognizing he could get as deep as he wanted to go. A nice rhythm turnaround jump shot for him. He makes that look so easy.
31 for Brandon Ingram. Anunoby. Working on Mamu Kalashvili. He ran into a wall. Barnes gives it up to Shed. Skip pass to Ingram. Ingram another back down. Sizing up Bridges, steps inside, toss out to Barnes. Extra pass to Shed. No. Battle for the board. Out of bounds. It will stay with the Raptors.
Into the offensive glass. Off the Knicks. Toronto still alive here with this offensive possession.
Ingram blocked by Towns. Up ahead to Bridges. He doesn't have numbers. And now Brunson. And the Knicks are going to chew some clock. Bridges just inside the elbow over 2 defenders for 2. They're thinking slot machines, roulette table, blackjack. Barnes, little floater, no. Pirtle, offensive board and scores. Rebounds. Hart gives it up to Bridges. Outside look, Anunoby, good!
Barnes, we highlighted that. It's been a solid team effort and really got the jump start again from Jalen in that first quarter.
Abaji can't hit. Murray-Boyles outside, extra pass. Barnes, 3-ball in the corner, got it. 4:10 to go in this fourth quarter. Looking to force the ball out of Bridges' hands. Brunson will chew clock. Hart outside, Bridges. No. Clarkson the offensive board. Fresh 14.
Killer offensive rebound for Toronto to give that one up after scrapping defensively.
13 offensive rebounds for the Knicks. Bridges, if at first you don't succeed. 112-94.
These double teams are giving target practice to both OG and Bridges in the corner.
Knicks have knocked down 15 threes in the game. Brandon Ingram, no. Hart the rebound. We knew this would be difficult as the ball is hit out of. If you lose in the quarterfinals, you get a little over 50 grand. If you lose in the semifinals of the NBA Finals last season, that ball is slapped out of bounds. Barrett will be reevaluated once again in a week, but they really miss R.J. Barrett's contribution.
Yeah, Grady, there's some fragility, excuse me, fragility in this roster. And you're missing that much firepower. You know, as good as they are defensively, they got to score. Those guys do a lot.
Hart Off the mark on that shot from downtown. He's knocked down 4 triples tonight. Murray Boyles had it blocked by Hart. Raptors think it hit the backboard first. Under 3 minutes to go. Brunson. Pump. Gives it up to Hart. Hart, good look from deep. That won't go. Rebound Barnes. Ingram. And back up top for Shed. Shed, nice pocket pass. CMB with the flush.
CMB with some good minutes in the second half has been active, trying to stay on the offensive rebounds, defensively scrambling a little bit. Just not going to be enough for Toronto.
Foul by Ochai Agbaji. And I know this team is 3-6 on the road this season, but he felt his team is a much better team on the road than what they've shown us so far this season.
Yeah, when they're complete and when they're whole, there's just so much continuity. There's so much poise in this Knicks team. They know what they're capable of doing.
This early in the season. And Mike Brown's not shying away from that.
No, Mike talked about that. The pressure is a privilege. Look, if you live in New York, it's pressure, let alone play basketball for the team in the city. So for these guys to have an opportunity to bond again over the cup, to go to Vegas and have an opportunity to raise a trophy for the first time in a very long time for New York.
Nice to remind them.
They're poised and ready to go.
This is Garrett Temple from the corner. No. Rebound inside. Mobo. Bucket in the foul.
Bonding away. It's an important time for a team.
And you see the smiles from the coach. Well, Mike Brown's not smiling right now. But we saw the assistant coaches as the starters were slapping high five with the coaching staff. All smiles. Everybody gets money.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting paid.
They're elated.
They win this thing.
As much as the players might not be paying attention to everything, the coaches are.
Lawson is fouled by a wall.
Stretch what they were doing well, what it felt like, what they looked like in terms of their energy and their effort. It'll be good for Darko and his staff to have that time to recover for this young team that's still learning and growing.
And they're going to be heard from as the season goes along, especially as they get healthy. Lawson. Good at the free throw line. So Knicks, Orlando, you were at Madison Square Garden on Sunday, and looking like we're going to have that rematch there in Las Vegas.
Yeah, again, Cat not playing in that game and Franz being hurt. I just wonder how it is that Orlando's going to try to find a way to match the scoring output of what New York can do once Cat gets back in this lineup.
Bane was brilliant earlier tonight as McCullough knocks down the tray. Again, Knicks Magic will tip off at 5:30 on Saturday, and the Knicks will run out the clock. The team from the city that never sleeps is making its way to Sin City for the first time. The Knicks